Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. Didn't leave much to Ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him that he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Must have thought it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red. Some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell ya, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. I roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars to search the honky-tonks and bars. I'd kill that man that give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July. I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. On an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table dealing studs, and the dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes. He went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and he cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth and we crashed through the wall into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell ya, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh and I heard him cuss. He went for his gun and I pulled mine first, and I stood there looking at him and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye. Knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong. Now, you just fought one hell of a fight. I know you hate me, you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the garble in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the dirty, mangy dog that named you Sue. What could I do? Yeah, what could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called me his pa and I called him his son. Come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, Harry, anything but Sue. Oh, I still hate that name. I gotta find him. I changed my mind. I'm gonna kill him.